Okay, so look at Forza Horizon 3 at 21:9, and specifically my thoughts on the game. This is actually the first driving game in a while that I genuinely can see myself playing a lot of by myself instead of just for the channel. It's beautiful, fast, and has a great setting, fantastic cars, and a simple enough driving skill level, yet it still has the potential for skill to be developed if enough time is spent learning the handling, and it's generally got a solid depth to it that makes it really stand out well. Not to mention it has very good ultra-wide support. Anyway, for the full 21:9 technical breakdown of the game, check out my video on that, either on my channel or just check the description here. But here I want to talk about my actual thoughts on the gameplay after my time playing since launch. So as I'm sure you're all aware of by now, it's set in Australia with a decent mix of environments, with beaches, deserts, hills and small built-up areas, all connected with long winding roads that you can shoot through. However, a key part of what makes this great fun is the removal of the restriction of staying on the roads. You can drive straight into the outback and smash through heavily forested areas, across open dunes, along all the open rivers which just so happen to be shallow enough to drive in. Basically, it's done a great job at creating a beautiful world that just makes you want to explore it. The minimal buildings really is fantastic in my view. There are more than enough games for you to drive in cities to satisfy that if that's what you want. The actual driving mechanics are pretty basic. It's a decent mix of accessibility to those who just want to have some fun in like the spare 20 minutes every now and again, but it also allows you to develop your abilities if you wish to plow the time in. And that brings in a key component to this: depth. It does have a solid depth to its customization, with the ability to set many different variables on your car to your liking, like tyre pressure and so forth, which I'm staying well away from personally, but I'm sure many of those who are avid car fans will love to just get into the nitty-gritty of. You also have a good ability to create your own custom races, and this is definitely key to increasing the longevity of the game. And this matches to the online world, which is again a key for keeping you interested in this game for a long period of time afterwards. The story is pretty generic. Somehow you're just the best in the world at this driving, and it's your goal in life to make everyone know who you are and get supporters so you can grow and make new driving arenas, etc, etc. But whilst it is very samey, it did actually have a lot of appeal to me more than other driving games. Again, really because it went for the fun aspect and the clearly different environmental setting, which would require different kinds of vehicles to race on, and yeah, it made it so much more enjoyable, and it just gave me a decent reason enough to want to drive to the next checkpoint to trigger the next race. Unfortunately, the damage system in this is better described as what damage system? It's cosmetic only, though saying that actually now I'm kind of thinking there might be some setting to turn it on so it's not just cosmetic, but I'm playing the standard way and it was all just only cosmetic. So yeah, whilst this is a shame, as I love massive destruction, it does mean you can just blast through trees and cars with minimal worry about the consequences. However, at the same time, I'm not so keen on the fact that I am aware that I don't really need to watch out for all of this other stuff, and it kind of takes away from that sense of stressful thrill when making narrow brushes with objects, because I know it's not going to end everything if I do hit them. And really the only thing stopping me from hitting stuff is the knowledge that the disappointment of hitting that thing and slowing right down is just an effort. Though I should give it credit, maybe the damage system isn't needed because the desire to not hit stuff is strong enough that I'm not hitting stuff. So I don't know, maybe it's just a different way to persuade me not to drive crazily. The music is another brilliant way of pumping you up for driving. I've turned it as far down as I can for this video so it doesn't get striked instantly. But yeah, normally you would have it blaring out as you race, and it is a superb way of getting you in the mood. Obviously this is the case with any driving game, but I felt they did a better job here than usual. Plus you have a great selection of different genres and very recent songs too, so yeah, it's a good bonus to the game. Graphically, Horizon 3 is beautiful. It's not the best game out there, but it does do a great job. The shame, like I talked about a lot in my 21:9 support review video, is that the performance is so horrendous right now. You're going to find it near impossible, at least as I say right now until it's patched, to play this and actually view the graphics without terrible FPS fluctuations and stuttering. And it is a real shame because effort clearly went into making this have its gorgeous moments. Small features that actually do quite a bit of fleshing out the game are the photo mode, garage car viewing thing, and the drone. The photo mode allows you to capture genuinely drop-dead gorgeous moments, and you can spend ages tweaking them from any angle to get that perfect shot. The garage thing, where you can view your car in first person, is awesome. Also, hitting the explode key and watching all the doors and bonnets fly open is very satisfying. And you can get up close and personal with all aspects of the car model as well. And again, it seems like a basic thing to have, and yet it really does feel like a great way to get to feel like it is your car that you're with. Finally, the drone mode is a favorite of mine. The ability to shoot around the world uninhibited by physics, for the most part, is just so cool. And I can totally see people using this to make like short movies and stuff. I would have liked the drone to be able to fly higher though, but that's the only real con to it. Overall, it is a solid driving game. If you're looking for something fun in a primarily non-city location, then this is it. The key point as well being its 21:9 support is very good. I'm meant to say that I made a mistake in my 21:9 support video before, and I gave it a WideAsFcuk score of 3 when I actually should have given it a score of 4, so yeah, sorry about that, but it's definitely got a recommendation from me. However, just wait for the performance patches to arrive whenever they do, because its performance is just not acceptable currently, and until it's fixed, I just don't want you wasting your money. Anyway, I hope that gives you a better idea of what this game has to offer at 21:9. Give this video a like if you found it helpful, and subscribe for future info. For any of the games at 21:9, head over to my channel. Hopefully I've covered it. If I haven't, then leave a comment down below and I'll try and cover it. And if you'd like to donate to the channel, the links to my Patreon page are in the description. See you later.